you. What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video on the channel. As you can tell, the wind is blowing. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since the last time you guys saw me. Blah, 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 blah. Busy with guide trips, busy with this, that, and the other. Nothing that you guys haven't already heard here, but obviously stay pretty busy guiding, so I don't have a lot of chances to go out and make videos. And obviously on the days that I do, we're post-frontal with the wind blowing 25 miles an hour from the north-northwest. The lake's also going through turnover, fall turnover right now. If you guys, I don't know if you can tell or not, but the lake looks like absolute garbage. Total chocolate milk. Not to mention, it has literally been raining for 3 days straight here. I don't know how much the lake has come up. Probably a couple feet and still gonna be rising. But yeah, we've had a couple days of extremely cold rain and lots of it. Never stopped. I've had to postpone 2 or 3 guide trips this week. So this week has sucked. I've got guys coming in from Nebraska tomorrow. Today is Friday afternoon. So I wanted to come out now that the rain has finally stopped and see what's going on. Like I said, we're still dealing with turnover conditions in the lake right now. So we've got 58-degree water temps. It looks like absolute garbage, and a lot of the deep fish that we were fishing are now a little bit shallower. But otherwise, I like the conditions today. I like big wind from the west in the fall like this. The dirty water kind of keeps those fish pinned down to bottom. Obviously, if they can't see, they're really not going to be doing too much swimming. As you guys can see from the intro, we went over a group of fish that are now off, kind of off to my right over here. So yeah, I don't know, we're just going to throw some swim baits around, but just kind of wanted to come out and see if we could put a video together on my first day off and first day in 3 or 4 days to actually be able to be on the lake. So who knows, it's either going to be really good or really bad, but I've got like an hour and a half here before the sun sets to see what happens. All right, well, it is just rolling out here today, as you guys can see. So we're just going to get the go-to. I'm just gonna make a few casts with the 2.75 inch swing 'em in baits hammertail. You guys saw in that graph picture at the beginning there, those fish are just sitting right on the bottom, right on the break. If we can make the correct cast, we should be able to catch a couple. Likely some big white bass, probably some wipers mixed in. So I'm gonna throw a LiveScope down here in a second, but the lake is like a washing machine. We've got wind and waves coming from like the west and the north. So it's just kind of a little treacherous, a little sporty out here today. But I'll tell you what, these are my favorite days because it keeps all the other idiots off the lake. Oh yeah, there we go, boys and girls. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of difficult to get in a good angle when the waves are like this, but we've got a ton of fish just back over off this way. I've got the sea light pole pointed back a little bit that way. Those all look like whites that are piled up over there, but we're just gonna make a couple casts about 65, 70 feet straight over this way. So that's probably that same group that we marked, but spot lock did not hold us very good. I'd anticipate with the right first cast, probably get bit. But man, I don't know how well you guys can tell, but this water is just absolutely trashed. Maybe like 2 or 3 inches of visibility at best. So that bait is gonna have to go right across their face for them to be able to find it here. Already got a fish on. That was the right cast. I felt him hit it on the way down. Feeling like a whitey. Yep. And that's good too, because the people that I have coming down from Nebraska, some regulars of mine, they want to keep some fish, and white bass that size are the perfect ones to keep. So if we can just keep doing that over and over, it's gonna be lights out. But yeah, I'll kind of go back here and show you guys again. You know, that's 65, 70 feet straight off this way. Big pot of fish sitting right on the break. Just staying put. Got him. That's a wiper. Yeah. Kind of figured out that my casts were a little bit too far over this way. after that very first one that I caught. Moved the transducer over, those fish kind of slid down this way a little bit on the break, and first cast, he crushed it. Oh yeah, it's a nice one too. Oh yeah, they're getting their fall builds on now, boys and girls. God. Trying the camera out on a new angle here, and apparently it's just in the way. Oh, whoa, Brian. Oh, too much shit going on. Just lost that one right at the boat. Literally right as he was about to go into the net. Shit. All right, let's see if we can do that a couple more times. That was a nice one. Big fat fall build, and I blew it. Got him. Hit it on the fall. Thunk. Can't tell what he wants to be yet. Yeah, that's a wiper. Big sluggish head shakes. All by ourselves. I'm not gonna lose this one, I don't think. He's got it choked, so I'm not losing him. He's also not quite done. Yeah. Okay, got him in the boat this time. Yeah. All right. Well, the other one was definitely a lot fatter than this one. That's still a nice one. Definitely a good one. And if you guys can't tell, yeah, he wanted that. Choked it. He also just took a massive dump everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean everywhere. So I'd say turnover's about over, and these fish are definitely eating because he just had a nice diarrhea. So I get this guy back here, catch another one. Woo! Honestly, I think the biggest thing with this presentation is seriously just keeping your retrieve slow. You know, those fish are sitting down, you know, between 15 and 20 feet, and you're making a long cast. That bait's got to get down, and then it's got to stay down in the strike zone. I mean, I see so many guys like reeling swim baits in this fast. With a 3/8 ounce jig head like this, you got to slow roll that jig. Keep it in the strike zone longer, especially so it's not coming up at a 45 immediately straight back to the boat. But that's definitely one of the keys to my success when these fish are a lot deeper, especially sitting on the bottom. You don't have, missed one right there. You don't have to get over the top of them to get them to bite, especially with a swim bait. You just want to slow roll it right across their face. Generally, they can't resist it. But yeah, we're using a 3/8 ounce jig head today. Might be a little bit light for this, you know, kind of diagonal cast that we're making here. But the thing with the 1/2 ounce swim bait heads that I use, the squadron heads, that hook is so much bigger. And with a 2 3/4 inch bait, it takes away a lot of the action in the tail. So you kind of have to size your hooks accordingly. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to size up to like a 3.5 inch. Oh, that one hit it on the fall. Get out of the tree, get out of the tree. He's out of the tree. Oh! Anyway, I was just saying, I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to size up to a 3.5 inch bait, but I really like that 2 3/4 with a big thumper tail. The hammer tail from Swing 'em in Baits. You saw it here first. Let's catch that one again. Got him. Got him. They're literally just sliding up between like a 30 and 40 foot zone over here. I was kind of making the same casts after that those last couple fish, and this one feels weird. Oh no, he's alive. Oh whitey. These fish are so fat right now. There's so much shad in this lake, just everywhere. Good eating size if you wanted to. fish on with the boat about 40 feet away. Oh my God, dude. That's what I get for talking shit. That is what I get for talking shit. Got it. Just tried a little different technique, kind of stroking it instead of a straight retrieve. And he hit it on the fall. Just like he's supposed to. Don't come off. What do we got? Big giant white. Big tubby freaking white bass. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a butterball right there. Just a little football. They make them bigger. It's still a really fat, nice fall fish. That guy was not going anywhere ever. Wrecked my hook, wrecked my swim bait, but it's a nice chunky fat fall white bass. Let's do it again. All right, well, I guess before we catch too many fish here, let's try and go over a little bit of the presentation part of it. So we're sitting off just a big drops off from like 12 to 40 feet. Sheer rock wall, and those fish are just sitting right on the edge of it. The way the wind's blowing today, we've got kind of an awkward spot lock. I mean, typically this is how I like to fish a spot like that, where I'll cast the bait up onto the shallow flat and then just drag it right off. But today we're obviously having to kind of play the wind and the current, so we're just making a long cast out, and the key is just making sure that that bait gets to bottom and then stays down to bottom, because that's where those fish are sitting. Nobody's really suspended today. Everyone's glued down to bottom, but they're super aggressive. So all I'm really kind of doing is, like I said, just making a long cast out there. But the key with this wind is making sure you shoot your line down to the water, because I'm using 15-pound braid. The way the wind's blowing, you're just gonna have a huge bow in your line, and that's just gonna make the bait sink way away from your target. So I'll just kind of like do a shoot my line quick down to the water like that. Kind of been playing with the retrieves a little bit here, just like doing a steady retrieve at 2, 3, 4 cranks, and then I'll stop, let the bait hit bottom again. Just had a fish on. But yeah, just a couple cranks and then let it hit bottom, or I'll do like a small stroke up. Dude, this fish can't even let me do an instructional. Last couple fish have kind of seemed to prefer the stroke. They'll hit it on the fall. That bait is literally just kind of like slowly drifting through the current down there, and that paddle tail is really slowing it down. So yeah, they've been nipping it on the fall. Those white bass are really liking nipping it right now. But yeah, long cast out, shoot your line down to the water so your bait falls straight down instead of having a big bow in it and the line just floating down. But just real slow. These, I think the PC Fun Carbon X picks up like 30 or 33 inches of line per turn. So that's why I always tell clients, like, just when you think you're reeling slow enough, you got to reel a little bit slower, because you want to keep that bait down in the strike zone as long as possible. But other than that, it's as easy as that. So let's just get back to catching fish. I love catching them on a demonstration. Likely to be another silver bass. He is small. He is small. But yeah, anyway, before we were so rudely interrupted, this is a 3/8 ounce VMC Moon Eye jig, 2.75 inch hammertail from Swing-A-Min Baits. I feel like every video I've done lately is on this bait, but it's such a versatile bait. You can really do just about whatever you want with it. We were at another lake for 2 or 3 days before it started raining, catching a lot of smallmouth on it. It's a great smallmouth bass and walleye bait too. Links down in the description to pick those up. Use the discount codes for everything too. We've got the PC Fun discount code and the Fox River discount code. This is a 7.3 medium light Fox River rod. Absolute favorite spinning stick, especially for stuff like this. Longer spinning rods are key because you can make a long cast, and I just can't keep these fish off my swim bait. So that's about all I've got to say about the tackle that we're using. This one feels bigger unless he's hooked weird. Can't really tell unless it's a 37-inch walleye. Oh, he's awake now. Oh, that was the weirdest fighting little white bass I've ever caught. Wow, that was strange. Bro. About broke my wrist, but I still got that freaking fish off. Oh, that was the most awkward hook set, but he freaking hammered it. Who we got? The weight feels like wiper. The head shakes. Oh, it's just another tank fall white bass. Oh, just another big pig whitey. Whew. Got him. Don't come off. Yeah, don't come off. Yeah, he's running. Big head shakes. Yeah. Good head shakes. Not a giant, but it is the right flavor. Doesn't have the hook too good. Dude, turn your freaking head and get in the net. All right, another decent one here. Got that hammer tail right in the bottom of his mouth. Nice perky, starchy, cold water, 57.65 degree water. Wow, it got cold quick, but good thing is they're still eating. God, oh God, dang it. Dude, they love it hopping on the bottom. They freaking love it. And I do too, because that's fun. So's that. He's so far out there right now. So far out there. It's a nice one. Is he gonna take us all the way around the boat? All the way around the camera? He is gonna take us all the way around the boat. It's not that small. Not small. Not huge, but not small. That's big to a lot of people though. There we go. Another dandy. Fall. Favorite time. Absolute favorite time to catch these guys right here. Think I can keep this one pinned the whole time? 3 casts in a row. That's a big whitey. Giant white. Toad. Yep. That's a bagging. That's a bagging. Are we tired of catching fish yet? Nope. Last fish, we're gonna make it a wiper. If I can keep him pinned. If I can keep him pinned and out of the tree, don't go for the tree. It'll be our last fish. I don't know how many fish we're on for today, but it's a lot. I think I stopped marking clips at like 35 or 40. I'm on like a 25-minute clip right now of non-stop white bass, but we get to end it on the hybrid. Sun's about to drop below the trees. Get these batteries charged up for tomorrow. It's a good one. Real dandy. Real dandy. It's down his throat. Let's get him. Got him. All right, let's show him off and get out of here. He's actually a little bit bigger than I thought. Not super long, but golly. Golly, that's fat. Actually been fishing Kalen's 4-inch jerk minnow. Kind of switched it up from the swim bait. It's like, he's gonna require a little surgery. Just a tub. Big, fat, starchy, healthy, I don't know. All the different adjectives you want to use. Never hurts to switch it up, but yeah, switch up to that 4-inch Kalen's jerk minnow. Can't go wrong with a fluke style bait like that. But like I said, we're gonna make that the last one, go home and get the boat ready for tomorrow, and hope to replicate this for sure. Awesome fish, awesome fish. All right, feller. Bye. All right, boys and girls, that's just gonna about do it for us today. Definitely not a bad way to spend a couple hours on a Friday afternoon. Like I said, just kind of came out to see what the lake was doing after 3 straight days of rain, post turnover. Obviously, as you can tell, these fish were definitely hungry today, but the wind helped with that for sure. Tomorrow, unfortunately, we're not really gonna quite have the wind that we had today, but fish probably aren't gonna go too far. They might be a little bit more spooky, but either way, successful pre-fish. Just using that 2 3/4 inch hammertail from Swing 'em In Baits. These were actually, out of 40 or 50 fish probably today, the only 2 baits that I burned through. So they are super, super tough. You don't lose a lot of action with that toughness of the bait. Go down to the link in the description and save 10% with my discount code. Go pick up some crappie plastic, some swim baits from my good buddy Jeremy. Promise you they will catch fish. Right around the corner too from crappie season. My crappie season starts December 1st, right after the wipers quit for the fall. So if you guys want to get out and have the most fun that you could have catching crappies all on LiveScope, definitely give me a shout for a December, January, or February trip. Or if you guys just want to learn more about your electronics, that's pretty much the perfect time to do it. Other than that, sorry, I guess, to the people that watch these videos and get super offended when I say shit or God. If you're upset with the S word every now and again, maybe just put the videos on mute or find a different channel. Can't really apologize for being myself, especially in the boat or especially on YouTube, when most of YouTube in the fishing industry is just cringy personality types. Can't do it, so sorry about that. Anyways, hope you guys learned a thing or two today. Really just wanted to come out and smash fish for myself because I haven't really gotten to lately. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm sure it'll be another week or two before you see another video. But in the meantime, drop a comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit all the links down below to save a ton of money on rod, reel, sunglasses, all that stuff. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next one.